tethering a camera in Aperture. So Aperture is a software application for Mac, and it is like Lightroom, but a little bit more complex in the fact that we can change metadata very easy in Aperture. So I use it quite often for mass production group shots and things like that. But we also use it for kind of looking at the picture right off the bat. It has a very good thing called a loop. So I want to cover how to actually tether in here in case you want to use Lightroom or Aperture. Okay, so Aperture works like this. Again, follow the instructions for the USB 2.0. That should be attached to the camera, then attached to the computer. Make sure that Lightroom is not tethered. So I'm going to close out the tethering session, and I'm going to stop it just in case. So here, make sure it's not started. Then I'm going to launch Aperture. Aperture being located here. To get started with Aperture, we have to designate a project, so new project. And we'll call this test project. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. You can name it to whatever name. Keep in mind this gets very messy after a time. So File, Tether, Start Session. Here, we're just going to hit Start Session. Now you can see the camera mounted, and I can hit Capture. Takes a picture, and there we go. The neat thing about Aperture is the fact that after the fact, we can go in here and change the metadata. So we can put like a student name in there or whatever. We can title it very quickly. That's the advantage of Aperture. It also has a nice little loop feature that we can look very closely at pixels. Okay, and then we can put that back just by going in here and clicking back on it. So we can pull the loop out, put it back. All right, now that we have both software applications so we can tether in either one, now let's kind of look at things that are designated to a camera, like what can we change, what can we make the same. We need a structured set of rules so that our experiments flow nicely. So that is tethering in Aperture. Enjoy.